Alright guys, let's see here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me guys? Hello, can anyone hear me? Okay, good, thank you. I'm a little bit interested in this CYME. Maybe later this week, Thursday or Friday. It's kind of building a high tide flag, and you know it hasn't been pulling back with the biotechs the past 3 or 4 days. We've had a biotech pullback. This thing has held firm, it just won't go down. Also stocking this MKSI for early next year. Plug is setting up again. It kind of keeps finding support on this rising 50-day moving average. CNST is another one. It's just not pulling back much. It's building higher lows and it has a range here. Something to keep an eye on. Doku, same thing here. ARWR also, it's not breaking down yet. CLVS broke down yesterday, but ARWR is holding up. We'll see. It's probably going to break down too, but this RNG is also interesting. Very tight setup. On the short side, SVRA was up at 650 pre-market, and now it's in the high 4, so no setup there from me. NIO, this thing had a crazy move yesterday. I can't believe the move. I didn't even see it. I took it off my radar. But yeah, this is what happens when the markets are hot. Even mediocre stocks can make enormous moves. This one, unless it goes to like $6 on 10 million volume, I'm probably not going to be interested in it. FCell, wow, it shook me out. It's $1 higher from where I sold it, almost $1 higher. Wow. Yep, it's a triple from where I bought it. But this one also, I'm not going to be interested in a short unless it can hit $3-4. AXSM, I shorted some pre-market. I'm probably gonna try to short some more. I think this is, you know, it's up 4,000% this year. You know, a 20-30% pullback wouldn't be unheard of. And 47, I tried to short it yesterday, took a small loss on it, didn't break down. I'm gonna retry it today. OCGN, this is the one I bought yesterday at 43 cents. It went up 35% pretty quickly. I still think this thing has a double in it, so I'm not gonna sell unless it goes higher or it stops me out. TTMP I bought yesterday, also late day or midday or something. Not performing well right now. I think I have 21-cent average on it, so I'm gonna break even on it. CEI I bought some yesterday. You know, it looks like all of these stocks, like this OCGN and like Fuel Cell looked like ONTX, CEI, they all look the same. Beaten down, reverse, you know, 1 or 2 reverse splits. I think this, you know, another one could double. And either case, the risk is so small. Sava I'm short from yesterday. I shorted it below 622 or 623 yesterday on this breakdown. Just like RAD also had a late day breakdown out of a range. And it's the same thing, and now it's gapping lower. ONTX also had a nice 80%, 90% trade on it. I didn't sell that many into this push. That's okay. BE I bought yesterday. I sold some pre-market already. I'm up over 10%, 12%. The same sector as Plug, BLDP, FCell. Like FCell is running this fuel cell sector. Bingo I bought yesterday. Also, these things are all running, so they're all small positions, so they all need to double or go up 50, 100% for me to make any decent money on them. Intelsat is another one I bought yesterday into this gap. I mean, a lot of shit stocks right now, but this is the market for them. Either they go or they don't. And some of them have already made huge moves, like fuel cell and ONTX. Even if just 1 in 5 goes up a lot, like doubles or triples, that's pretty good. AMD I sold even more yesterday. Now I have really tiny left. I wanted to make room for this Sava short. CHK, I'm close getting stopped out of this thing. Tesla is having followed through move to the downside. Probably gonna cover some more at $400 or so. And RAD is gapping down. I don't know if it's maybe it's a potential buy setup for today. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Like CLVS, this thing had a few down days and then it had a 60% run in a week. I mean, why can't RAD go up? Have a big run too. I only have tiny left of this RAD. I think it may be my second or third biggest trade for a year. 300,000, and it wasn't even a full size, thanks to what happened on late day this thing here. So I'm very happy about it. Yeah, thank you, Paul. Yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky and stuff. And this NVCN up 100%. I think it was up like 150 or almost 200% at one point in pre-market. That's insane. All right, the market opens in a second. Let's see what today brings. It's the last day of the year. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, hopefully. Looking to trade the stuff on my watch lists, and I'm not going to be creative today. I'm still interested how the flows will be early next year, if we get some sell programs on, or we just hold up and keep grinding higher, grind sideways. This is a great market to trade. Even if the market would go sideways here, there's so much speculation money underneath. Individual stocks could still run big, even if the indices go sideways. I'm gonna hold my stop to break even on this Sava. See if they sell this fuel cell off. I really hope this thing goes to 3+. watching AXSM opening range lows. Those things looked pretty good. Tesla undercut the rising 10-day and now it's going higher. That's a pretty good sign for now. Let's see what this thing closes. If it takes out 78 cents, I'm selling it. And if it closes below 81 cents, I'm selling it too. RAD, oh, nice. RAD has still some room to the downside. The 10-day moving average is at 1435, so there's some room to the downside still. I only have 10,000 small shares left, so very small left. Oh damn, this Vive, I got stopped out of it yesterday. Now it looks like it wants to go higher. Bought some Vive here. Another shit stock. these things have been running and it has a lot of upside. This thing could very easily double. Exactly what I'm looking for. Fuel cell looks good. Yeah, I bought 20,000 shares of Vive. I had previously I had 30,000, but yeah. So this time I have a little bit fewer. Bingo! Oh shit! I need to sell some bingo. Wow, what a mover. AXSM, I got stopped out. I took a tiny loss on my starter shares. I shorted pre-market. I think I shorted at 103.50 or something in pre-market. I don't even remember where I shorted them. Tiny loss, so I'm not in it anymore. But I'm still watching it. Oh, I just want it to go sideways today. But if it starts breaking lower, I have to be in this thing. Like, this is... you know, it was up 4,000% and it's up 600% in a straight line since late September. Why can't it pull back 20-30%? We'll see. Oh, CHK, I have to put a stop at 78 cents. I have 29 positions, that's just crazy. It always happens when the market nears a pullback. That's when I know when a market nears a pullback when I have close to 30 positions. It happened like every single time the past 2 years or 3 years. So that's making me cautious. Okay, ONCY, what a move. The, volume is still kind of low, but I may start stalking it. ARWR is still holding up. Damn, BLDP, I got stopped out of it yesterday. And it's just not going away. It's just not going away. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Gold is having a follow through again. I'm so annoyed I didn't buy it. I had 2 opportunities to get in. I didn't take them. But I can't complain. Oh, Vibe! Holy shit, it finally broke! And it couldn't do this when I had 30,000 shares. Of course it couldn't. It had to stop me out first. I'm not gonna sell a single share until it hits 150. Not a single share. VE, let's see, I got filled on some shares. I have another order at $8. I really like in the weekly chart, it just broke out of this tight flag here, like a high tight flag. It's a very beaten down stock. And there's no resistance until like low 9s. So it has easily another, well actually on the daily chart has some resistance in the mid 8s. Yeah, so it could easily go another $1 or $2 maybe even. OMTX. Like this thing hit this declining 65 EMA. Got rejected off of that. I don't know if it's gonna have another leg higher. I really wanted to see. Well, I did get my double on it, but this thing could maybe, I really hope this thing goes to $1. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. I have very high expectations for all of these shit stocks. Oh, SC is having followed through. Like this is almost a little bit scary. Last time I saw a market like this was obviously earlier this year, like March, April, when the market went higher for a few months, and then it just kept going for another couple of months. But last time I saw, like when everything or most things worked, was like late 17 and early 18, like January 2018. Things just kept going and going and going, and you could do no wrong. Like almost everything I touched, I made money on. Okay, TTMP. This is not going, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna use this 19 cents as my final stop now. Tiny shit stock. I don't really care about this one. This thing had potential, maybe potential triple to 60 cents. That's what I saw when I bought it. Okay, Intelsat took out yesterday's highs. DXCM is starting to break out of this flag. I'm already long it. I'm not gonna add to it. It looks good, but I won't add to it. Zyme, I mean, Jesus Christ, like everything is going higher. What is this? Okay, Sava, the volume so far is really good. Could easily end up with 15 million in volume, but I'm not gonna add to it. I'll keep my 20,000 shares. This BNGO2, you know, it's been building higher lows for several months since this big one-day spike or 2 one-day spikes. And now it had a volume breakout yesterday, and you know, all of these beaten down low float stocks been running. So just a good risk reward. I sold some into strength. I think I have like 118 or 117 average. You know, why can't this thing go to $2? Why not? Why not? LK from the high tide flag, just beautiful. And from my initial entry at $20, or was it $22? $22. Wow, it's up. Wow, yeah. What can I say? This is what a bull market looks like. This is what a bull market looks like. Things go higher. They're supposed to go higher. Yeah, so this is my P&L yesterday, my main account. Just so you don't think I'm bullshitting with my RAD profits. And I also locked in some profits on Friday when it cracked. So, and today it's capping down. So I think you know, overall profits were over 300,000, and I think it's the second or third best trade this year. Very happy about it. Very happy about it. Yes, shorting. Yes, shorting. Very nice way to end the year. I'm so happy about this. Yeah, and I wasn't even full size. I had 105,000 shares short on this day, on Friday. And what happened was late day, you know, I had 105,000 shares short. I think I was in at like low mid 22 average. And then late day, this thing ramps to VWAP. I got stopped out of 40,000 shares, or I got stopped out of 45,000 shares. So I had only 60,000 left. And then it just reverses back lower, and like literally last 10-15 minutes takes out the lows of the day and cracks lower, and even started going lower in after hours. So yeah, it would have been like easily over 400,000 in profits if that didn't happen, or if I had the balls to add back. But yeah, I didn't have the balls to add, 10 minutes before the close, add another $1 million position to this thing before a weekend. No thanks. Yeah, exactly. When I started streaming in September, it wasn't the best market for my style of trading. This is what happened. Markets didn't go anywhere. And if you remember, I talked about this breakout, the potential breakout in the markets. I talked about it for the first, several weeks I streamed when my trading went to shit, and then this happened, and now like everything is awesome, or pretty much oh shit, NVCM, wow, look at the move. It actually took out the opening range lows, reclaimed VWAP, took out the highs of the day, and now took out the lows of the day again. Holy shit, what a tough trader. This is why I don't trade first day. Like, even if they eventually go lower, they do so many stupid things. I almost never short on day one. Almost never, and this is the reason for it. It's just not worth it. This is why I wait for stuff like RAD or KRTX, that are up several days in a row, and big moves like SAVA, let the move exhaust itself, and then I just come in and hopefully just get a totally zero headache trades. Oh, CEI. Okay, I need to sell some. This thing, I literally bought it the last, I think, 10 minutes on the day or something like that. Or, yeah, I think I bought it 180. Yeah, let's sell some immediately. Yeah, what's Epsel doing? Holy shit, this is great. Oh my god. Now, it does hurt a little bit because, it stopped me out, only went a few cents lower, and then it reversed, and now it's almost up 100% since it stopped me out. I would have a triple on this stream right now. I would be up over 200% if I still had some shares that I bought down here. It's just, I mean, when momentum trades work, they really work. Holy shit, like, it's so easy to underestimate these things. And this is the reason, all of these shit stocks like Vibe, MTMV, like MTMV, I already have a double in this thing, but like BNGO, ONTX, CEI, this is the reason, because if just one or two, or TTMP, OCGN, if just one or two of these double or triple, I'm gonna make decent money. There's nothing else to say about. Wait, did this thing hit $40? Oh, it did. Okay, let's do another scan then. CMRN, it looks interesting. You know, had this gap ups, these high volume moves on news and stuff like that, and it's just going sideways. It's building higher lows here, has a big range here. Has a bigger set of higher lows here. It's just, I don't know. Look at the weekly chart. I mean, this thing could do something amazing next year. I really believe that. Looks pretty good. Needs a little bit more time sideways, but why is fuel cell? Because it's not up enough. Every time a stock goes sideways for a couple of days, the counter resets. So this is actually the first up day, the way I see it. On Thursday, when markets are open again, and hopefully the stock is way higher, that would be a short. But today, it had a first leg higher a couple of months ago. It went up like almost 300%, pulled back, went sideways. Now it's on at another leg higher, over 100%. And I look for stocks that are up 2, 3, 4 days in a row. And again, when a stock goes sideways 2 days, which it did here, the counter resets. So it's only day one. If you look at RAD, this thing was up. Okay, here the counter reset because it went sideways 2 days, but RAD was on day 3. KRTX, which I made over 200,000 on, this I shorted on day 2 and day 3. Sava, which I shorted yesterday, was also, well, this was, it was actually kind of day 1, but it was late day. It had been building lower highs all day and, had a breakdown. So that was a little bit another scenario. The momentum was gone, even though it was kind of day 1 or whatever you want to call it. And also, which is, CLVS also, this was like day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Day 5 and 6 and 7 is where I shorted it on. So this is the reason I'm not shorting fuel cell today. But I will be interested in it on Thursday. This thing has enormous volume too, which is great. FTSV is not going away, just holding up here. I feel like this thing wants to go to 50 plus. AXSM is back into range. This is good. I mean, I want all of these things to go way higher. Holy shit, look at this one. ONCY. Starting to speed up now. This is where amateur shorts get killed. They're too early and then this thing speeds up, and that's where I pick it up. That's where I come in. SDN is also very intriguing. It's been building higher lows the whole year. It had a nice run back in February, March, where it almost doubled in a couple of months. And pulled back, and now it's building higher lows this whole time. And now it looks like it's kind of flagging, tightening up a little bit. Look at the weekly chart, a little bit cleaner. I don't know. I have a position right now, but I'm gonna double, triple that position. I will double, triple that position if it starts breaking out on volume. I'll lower my stop on Tesla a little bit, and I'll lower it to break even. Right. And this is what's so great about this market. Even though there's been so much opportunity the past few months, there's still so many opportunities setting up, like ONCY, fuel cell. You know, obviously it's gonna end sometimes. Sometime it's gonna end. This action is not gonna last forever, but you know, while it lasts, you know, have to capitalize on it, because most of the time the markets are not this good. Most of the time, you know, I just go sideways. I think like September was a great example. That's what most of the time my trading looks like. You know, I make some money on a stock, then I lose the money back on the next stock, then I make some money and I lose some money, and you know, I can go sideways for months and months. Like in 2015, I went sideways for 9 months, and I still more than doubled my account that year. And most years I have periods where I go sideways for 3 to 6 months. So when the action is like this, when the markets go straight up, there's a lot of speculation money. You know, you gotta be here. You know, you can't take any days off. Because if you, or you know, a vacation, because if you lose a period like this, you know, it's just dumb. ONCY, okay, it's starting to get some volume. Or it's gonna pass yesterday's volume in like maybe in the next 30 minutes. Oh, it's going parabolic. I'm gonna start watching this thing. If it can keep going a straight line like $7 or something, there may be a short opportunity there. You know, maybe it does something like NIO did yesterday. Unfortunately, I missed it. But this thing too, you know, just kept going, then it started speeding up. And then it, you know, kind of lost momentum, started breaking down. And, you know, had like a 20% move intraday, 25%, 24% move down intraday. And there were at least 2 entries there, as I see it. First was here. Obviously, I missed it. I didn't even watch it. And then a second one was here. There were 2 good opportunities to short it intraday. This is a super liquid stock. I can't believe this thing traded over 400 million shares. Holy shit. That's an insane amount of volume. I'm gonna put out an order at $40 on this LK, sell some more, maybe another 10% or so. Or high 30s, I'm gonna set an order. In case it gets filled, I don't know. But yeah, this is, you know, just crazy market. So many things are going straight up. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I'm thinking about this ONCY. Let's see if I can even find any shares to short. Nope, I only found 8,000 shares. Damn. Well, that's not great. What am I gonna do with 8,000 shares? I'm not even gonna bother short it if I get 8,000 shares. I'll try later. Maybe either the shares go away or there will be even more shares to short later. Would you compare LK earnings, Roku? I don't, well, Roku is not even close to being as big of a growth story as LK is, or as explosive. But you know, if you look at the move, yes, I mean LK, I think LK could do even more. I wouldn't say it's a similar scenario because yeah, or maybe it is, I don't know. LK, you know, the revenue growth is over 500%. Like Roku, you know, even earlier this year when I had the big $300,000 trade on it, you know, the revenue growth was only like 51%, 59%. Now it's 50%. So even though it's, you know, the numbers are very good, you know, but the LK, you know, this is in a league of its own. Just nuts. Last time I saw a stock have these kinds of earnings was Vips back in 2012, 2013. And this thing had some, you know, this thing went from, you know, $1 to over $30 in just 2 years. You know, 30,000%. No, 3,000%. Yeah, 3,000%. And this thing had also, you know, sick revenue growth. I think it was like 200, 300, 400% per quarter for several years. Can LK do something like this? I don't think so, because LK is it's a much larger company, but why can't this thing go to 100 next year? As long as they keep up this, you know, sales growth. Oh, it's a 2-day chart. This is why everything looks so weird. That explains a lot. Okay, yeah, this is why these white lines were gone. I had to draw new ones. That explains a lot. Okay, good. So they have, I don't know what happened to this data that was supposed to be out this quarter. I need to check Biofarm Catalyst again. Where is it? There it is. Did they postpone the data, or was it the data they released yesterday? Or the day before yesterday? There was something they released. Okay. Yeah, the fourth quarter data is not here anymore. Probably because, yeah, okay. So late first quarter, they have some data coming. can't believe. What if this thing goes to like 150 in January? It's not even that large of a company, 3.5 billion market cap. Could easily go up another 50%. Let's see if we can take out highs of the day soon. MTMB, I should probably sell some into strength. This thing, I've been in this thing for a couple of months now, I think. I think I bought, yeah, 142 I bought it. Initially I had it down here, like 99 cents or something like that. Then it shot up like 50%, but it stopped me out somewhere here. I think on this day it stopped me out, and then I rebought it when it took out the highs here. And that was like late November, so I've been in it since, up over 70%. Also ACSD, I had this one. This was really frustrating. 24th of December or 23rd of December, you know, I had it from low twos. It ran up 48 or 46%. I sold some into strength. I was up like 40,000 on it. And then they had a bear raid on the 23rd of December. And I kid you not, I sold some like in the 140s when I saw it. And then I sold some more, and I kid you not, I got filled on my last shares to 118. 118. This thing traded down to 118 thanks to me. I can't believe it. So I ended up turning a $40,000 runner into a $35,000 loss. I can't believe I sold at the lows. Still pisses me off when I look at it. And then it went up like 130% from there in a couple of days. Oh, yeah, trading can be really frustrating sometimes. So overall, I think I had like maybe $5,000 locked in. I don't know, maybe I had an overall of $30,000 loss on it. I mean, so frustrating. MTMB is in the same sector. These are like fish oil stocks. I don't know, you know, it's like fish oil related. Maybe like heart medicine or something, like AMR and ACST and MTMB. They're all in the same sector or whatever you want to call it. This thing has just been acting well. Look at the higher lows here. There's been no reason to sell it. You know, maybe this thing can start speeding up and go to, I don't know, over $3 or something. That would be great. Let's see, what was the stock I was gonna sell? Oh yeah, MTMB. I'm gonna put some orders in here. I sold some yesterday. Nio? There's nothing here for me. I would like this thing to go to, you know, $7-8 for a potential short, but right here, you know, nothing for me personally. Wow, this fuel cell, there's a couple of, if this thing can go to like, I don't know, 3+, there's gonna be a couple of $100,000 trade in here. I can feel it. Super liquid, even though it's low price. Just, you know, yeah. You know, if you can go like 350, 4+, that would be great. I won't touch it today, but on Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna bring the hammer. Yep, this is setting up to a good trade. And ONCY too, if it doesn't crash today. I really want this thing to hold up today and then have additional follow through on Thursday. SVRA is going green. Nice. It's up on nonsense news. Breakthrough designation, totally meaningless news. The momentum is there. And hopefully it can squeeze some shorts. You know, these ones are the best ones, you know, stuff that go up on nonsense news. There's a lot of fundamental guys that, you know, short these things and they don't understand it. Just because something is up several 100% on nonsense news doesn't, you know, they can keep on going up another several 100%. And then they panic, and that's what creates the opportunities for guys like me. Bingo, I think I put some more sell orders out there. No, I had a sell order out there. Never mind. Intelsat. This thing has a lot of room. It goes into the gap. You know, you can kind of see it on the chart. It's been building higher lows into this. Higher lows for the past couple of weeks into this range. And you know, I mean, this thing has room to 10+. It has easily 50% upside here. Doesn't necessarily have to do a move like that, but again, if just one or two out of all of my shit stocks can double or triple, you know, I'll be a happy man. Oh, RAD actually stopped me out, but I didn't have a stop on it. Doesn't matter, I have a tiny position left, 1657, that's gonna be my final stop. Oh, ONCY, I found 30,000 shares, nice. Sweet. Where is it? Oh, okay, yeah, it's too late to short it here. The entry was in the 560s or 550s. Yeah. Maybe later, if it, you know, sets up nicely. Here, right here, there's nothing here. I'm gonna do my scan in about maybe 10 minutes or a bit less as usual, and then I'm gonna cut the stream. Sava found support on this moving average. It's going higher. My stop is break even on it. I have locked in about a third of my, or a little bit less than a third, into weakness. So if it stops me at break even, it's gonna be a profit overall. Let's see if we can break lower later in the day. Fuel cell, I'm just, this is setting up, you know, this could be as big of an opportunity as RAD was. There could easily be a couple of $100,000 opportunity here. I'm getting excited for this one. Holy shit. I'm getting so excited. It looks great. If we can go to like $4 or something by the end of this week, or maybe even higher, that would be super good. But today I won't touch it. Never be an early short in momentum names. Never be an early short. Yes, tugboat trader. I got stopped out yesterday, or the day before yesterday. When it took out the lows of this gap up day on, is it Friday? Yeah, it stopped me out, went 5 cents lower, and then it, yeah, well, it's up 100% since it stopped me out. But I still got 100% trade on it, so I'm not complaining, but man, yeah, trading can be so frustrating sometimes. But now I'm stalking for a short, and if I can nail this short without any headaches, it will be all good. I won't even remember that I got stopped out before a huge move. Okay, I'm gonna do a last scan and then I'm gonna cut the stream. This SCDG is holding up really well. It looks explosive. Doesn't have great earnings, but and great estimates, but you know, it's not going away. SWN is another one that I've been stalking. Looks a little bit similar to what happened in 2016. Kind of almost, you know, went up about 70% from the lows, and then it had another leg higher, went up another 80%. You can kind of see the pattern here. It looks similar here. Even the percentage move is the same, almost, not as high. It's up 50% from the lows, and you know, why can't it go up another 50% if it breaks this flag? This is what I see here. And RRC is a similar scenario. Tiva is not going away. It stopped me out a couple of weeks ago, but it's not going away. Interesting. I wonder what ENDP and Mallinckrodt are doing. MNK, it did fade initially. Found support on the rising 50-day. Okay, this looks bullish. If you look at the weekly chart on MNK, this thing looks amazing. I mean, this thing could double if it breaks this flag. Okay, this thing is going back on my watch list. I was long this thing for several months. It didn't really go anywhere. Or actually it did. I was up like 50% at one point, but just went sideways for a long time. Yep, this is going back on my watch list. Looks very explosive. And ENDP, these are all opioid stocks. This one looks the worst. It really doesn't. I don't know. MNK is the one I'm most excited about out of these. Let's see, GTC, Bitcoin, looks like shit. ONCY. Too bad I didn't find more than 8,000 shares. I wanted 30,000 shares. Now, hopefully it goes higher later in the day. AXSM is super strong. SVRA hopefully takes out yesterday's highs. Wow, holy fuck. Yeah. You know, sometimes the biggest moves come from stocks that already had biggest moves. Holy shit, man! Look at this thing. And funny thing is, it's at levels last seen in May. What if it goes to the the highs of this year? The highs earlier this year was in the low 11s. Wow, what a beaten down name. Wow, wow, wow. The volume, just crazy. Yeah, I'll try not to touch it, but look, if it goes in a straight line like $5, and it sets up like a scenario like NIO yesterday, where it gives some defined risk-reward trades, like NIO had twice, 2 of them yesterday. I missed it, unfortunately. Like something where I can risk, like, say $20 to make, 20 cents to make a couple of bucks. I'll short it if it goes like $4 or $5 in a straight line. It's probably not going to happen, but that's the only scenario I will short today. But hopefully it closes strong and has followed through on Thursday. Give us a really big trade. Okay, thanks for joining.